Hey everyone, welcome back to Theater History Thursdays with New Perspectives. Today, we're talking about Kathakali. Kathakali is a traditional form of Indian classical dance and one of the most complex forms of Indian theater. It's a story play style of art, but is unique in the elaborate and colorful makeup and costumes of the actor-dancers. The term Kathakali is derived from Katha, which means story or conversation, and Kali, which means performance or play. Kathakali is native to Kerala, a state in the southwestern region of India. Its roots are unclear, but the fully developed style of Kathakali originated around the 16th century. Its origins are mainly in the temple and folk arts, which are traceable to at least the first millennium CE. Like all classical dance arts of India, Kathakali combines music, vocal performers, choreography, as well as hand and facial gestures to express the stories and ideas. But what sets it apart from these dance forms is that it incorporates movements from ancient Indian martial arts and athletic traditions of South India. Kathakali traditionally presents themes revolving around folk stories, religious legends, and spiritual ideas from the Hindu epics and Puranas. While Kathakali used to be primarily performed by male actors, modern troupes have included women as performers and even adapted Western stories and plays such as Shakespeare. Kathakali is structured around plays called Attakatha, which literally translates to enacted story. These plays are written in a particular format that helps to identify the action from the dialogue, with a third-person verse describing the action part of the choreography. Traditionally, a Kathakali performance is long, starting at dusk and continuing through dawn, with interludes and breaks. The stage is typically on open grounds outside a temple and is mostly bare. Of all classical Indian dances, Kathakali has the most elaborate costumes, consisting of headdresses, face masks, and vividly painted faces. The makeup typically follows a code that helps the audience understand the archetypal characters, such as gods, demons, saints, and animals. Kathakali is said to be one of the most difficult styles to execute on stage. The actors speak a sort of sign language, where the words of a character's dialogue are expressed through mudras or hand signs, and mood is expressed through facial and eye movements. The structure of Kathakali is also different in its origins. Its roots are in courts and theaters of primarily Hindu regions, while other dance styles primarily developed in Hindu temples and schools. Historically, all these plays were derived from Hindu texts such as the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Bhagavad Purana. The art of Kathakali has endured today, with the tradition being passed on from one generation to the next through a guru-disciples-based training system. This has allowed the beauty of the art form to remain authentic and alive for centuries. At NPTC, we work hard to uplift different forms of storytelling, not just plays that are spotlighted in the Western canon. There is a rich store of theatrical traditions around the world, grounded in local culture and spiritual practice, and all dedicated to illuminating the human condition and aspiring towards its betterment. We love sharing information about them all. That's all for Theater History Thursdays. Come back next week to learn more with New Perspectives Theater Company.